everybody. Welcome back once again. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset as we roll over to the reservation. Going to talk to the head coach of the Riverdale Warriors, head coach Will Kriesky. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm doing good, Stuart. Doing good. Looks like it's going to be a little football weather on Friday night.
Boy, you and Coach Rice just all into this cold weather, just wanting to get Stork all cold, but you're ready to go, aren't you? Everybody likes that. You guys like that cold weather. Keep you moving. Y'all be moving around. I'll be sitting still Friday night. But, yes, it's going to be nice weather here in Rutherford County Friday night.
Yeah, nice little football weather. And before we get started, I just want to say I appreciate you working with us with this COVID issue. And I know me and you planned for you to be at our place on Friday night. With all COVID, you were kindly enough and respectful enough to choose a different game due to the situation. And that means a lot to me and for you to be respectful enough. And that says a lot about you and what you do. And I just want to say thank you.
Well, Coach, I tell you what, all you guys mean so much to me, and I don't want to be the one. I had some dessert, and Monday night was Sonny, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and he said, the biggest thing, he said when we started the season, I told everybody, don't be the one. I mean, after you leave here, if you're negative when you leave here, and we're negative together, try to leave negative and come back negative, and I don't mean that negative in a way, but negative from as far as COVID. But I asked him what the biggest thing was. He said it really caused them, because there's no crowd, to play more together. They really had to rely on each other more so than he's ever had versus when you're got a crowd and you're able to just do whatever you want, Coach.
Exactly.
Well, good break for you.
Yeah, it was a good break. We gave the kids off earlier on in the week and then brought them in later on in the week. Got them in a few days, started working on some Oakland stuff. It's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad to get too much time to work on Coach Kriesky. He does an excellent job, and he's got a great football team. And I think our kids are excited and ready to play. It's going to be a fun, entertaining game. Now, they're a very talented team. They got a lot of skill and a lot of kids that can move around, and they got the tradition, and they got a leg up on everybody right now, and we're trying to get there to where they're at. And I think this group of kids is ready for that challenge Friday night.
Boy, you couldn't say it better, and I just appreciate the respect all you coaches have of each other in this county. It's whoever's on top at that moment in time, and that's in Rutherford County as a whole. I mean, Stewart's Creek looks up to Coach Kriesky. I mean, Smyrna does everything. He's at the top. I mean, right now nobody in the county's beat him. He's sitting at the chair, and he knows it. But not in a bad way. But even if you don't win this game Friday night, gosh darn it, your season's not over, because I tell you what, you got one the next Friday night. So you got a little taste of playoffs here right now, don't you, Coach Kriesky? And it's important to get it right now.
Yeah, these next 3 ball games are real big for us. It's region standing, playoff standing, and so we got to stay focused on our job and focused on our goal, and that's what every game from here on out is important. And we got to do what we're supposed to do. So, we're focused on this one, and then after this one, we'll move on to the next one. And these kids have been a good group of kids to do that, and so we're excited for them, and we're excited for this matchup.
Well, and let's get right to the quarterback. How is Jamison?
Well, he's out for the next few weeks, and we'll see when we can get him back.
It's done. So you're going with Cade Hewitt, and he's going to be the man Friday night, because I like that, Coach, because to send, even if you could bandage him up, it's not a smart decision if you're going to try to use him in 2 weeks. I mean, my goodness, and Cade Hewitt, this may be the time, and maybe he needs that experience.
Yeah, and Cade Hewitt is a good football player. We're excited about Cade's future and what Cade can do for us. So, he's relished this opportunity, and the kids have really rallied around him. It's been a good experience, and it's you got to be, Stuart, you look at the COVID situation. So you have always, with this COVID situation, you just brought it up, you have to have that next man ready, because you never know when somebody's going to get that test and have to be out, and I don't want to forfeit these games. The rest of the kids want to play. So we got to make sure the next man's up and the next man's ready to go. So, Cade's ready to go, and Cade's gonna give it a go, and we're gonna run with it, and these kids are gonna run with it. And they gonna battle Friday night.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to be hard to stop because I mean, not being mean to Jameson, but Cade can run the ball, and that's going to wheel another dimension. Because when he's got the lane, you're going to tell him barrel up through there. I mean, go on, carry the ball.
Yeah, and Cade's dad is a coach, so he's a coach's kid, man. So he makes smart decisions. He understands the flow of the game. He understands, how to handle situations. If things go bad, he knows how to keep people calm and just move on to the next play.
Well,
So
and
that's
and that puts you right now. So you're 6-1. You played 7. You're 6-1. You lost that one to CPA is the only loss, and you head into this one. You got to be pleased so far, looking in the rearview mirror, Coach.
yeah. I mean, we're excited. These kids have put themselves in a good position, and I'm blessed to have this group of kids and these kids that's fought through this adversity of all this COVID, and the way they battled each week. We started off with a bump in the road with CPA, and CPA was a good team, and the kids have battled back and worked hard each week, and able to fight back, and they put us in a good position to finish up this season.
I tell you what, you are correct. Talk a little bit. Let's rewind, and then we'll talk about Battle of the Borough just a second. But talk a little bit about you did beat Siegel and everything. What did you find out about that game as you let Cade take the wheel and run that game? What did you find out about him as a quarterback?
Well, like I said, he handled adversity. We didn't start the game off well. We got inside the 20 twice and turned the ball over, threw an interception, and then fumbled. And he didn't go in panic mode. He just was settled. And then, we had a couple of series and finally got it going and scored right before half. And then in the second half, we came out and played football. Our defense was fired up. And our special teams, Alberto did a good job. He got them pinned back on the 1 yard line, once everything settled down, Blackman, he was just thrown in the fire, so he didn't have to think about it. And then Siegel, he had to think about it all week, prepare. So the first half, he wasn't really settled, but as the game went on, he got settled, got comfortable, and played like we expected him to play.
Great. And now you, as you just said, you've been preparing for Oakland, and you start. I've only seen them play once this year. I saw them play week 1 against Hendersonville, but boy, they look a lot different now since they got the Horton kid and Momo. Tell me what you like about Oakland, and just you got Schlochter, dual quarterback system, Patterson kid, and then you got Mr. Turk, the kicker. He's loaded, isn't he?
Yeah, you probably left off 5 or 6 more kids, man. They're a very talented football team, and they're going to make a deep run in the playoffs this year. And you can't go in and say I'm going to stop this guy, because you got to not only stop this guy, you got to stop the next guy. And I tell a lot of people I think Victor Stevenson is the most underrated player in the state of Tennessee. Victor is a special kid, talented kid. He can play quarterback, like you said.
He can kill you.
Play
He
running
can kill
back.
you.
He can play
kill
receiver. He can on defense. He's playing in the secondary. He's blitzing off the edge. And if you think about it, Victor kind of reminds you like a kid I had my first year here, Marquell Odom.
Yep.
Jack of all trades. He returns kicks also. And people didn't respect Marquell. Marquell went on and has had a great college career, and I expect that of Vic. He seems like a great kid on and off the field, and all he does is love the game of football.
Friday night, anything? I know you won a great gate, and we want to tell everybody, you're shooting for a third of capacity regardless, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So even though it is a TV game, you still want the people to come out, and I know the Riverdale fans will. That's one of people don't understand unless you live around this area. One of the most biggest fan bases, as far as whether it's watching the videos or doing anything. The Riverdale Warriors have one of the deepest fan bases in Rutherford County, and man, and I'm sure you've had some phone calls since you've been the head coach. But they have a deep woven fabric in this county, don't they?
Yes, they do, and that's what, man. Somebody, our game is going, like you said, it's going to be on TV this week, and the reporter, he asked me, do you feel pressure being at Riverdale? I just kind of laughed. I mean, that's what you want in a program, and that's what you want to be a part of a program where the community and the fans and the alumni expect you to win. I mean, that's what it's about. You don't want the reverse. You don't want them not to expect you to win. And these people, these alumni, man, they are proud of their program, and they're proud of this tradition. And they'll call and they'll talk. And we've had alumni come around. And Friday night, they got together. and they're going to name the field after the first or the stadium actually after the first football coach Bill Watts. Man, there's a lot of alumni coming out Friday night. We'll be a
Oh my
part.
goodness.
And I've had to be the bad guy because I think the tickets sold out in like 2 hours. So I got a lot of upset folks out there that want to come to this game, and I can't do anything about it. My hands are tied.
Well, and Coach, I hate that because if I did broadcast, I would run. We'd run that broadcast full without any commercials. We run it fire. From go to woe. But you know what? I mean, this is an opportunity for the kids, and I'm not TV, and it is important to them, and I want them to get that. It does change the pace of the game. And I'm never. Years ago I used to love it, but boy, I mean, I can see now. I can see now why a lot of coaches don't like it because they want control of the game. They don't want that TV timeout to hit, right when they've got their foot on the floor, and they don't want that to lose that. And I get it, and everything, but it's so important because our high school where I grew up, the TV they never came and did a live broadcast, so I get it, and I have a lot of respect for the broadcast team that comes and does it, and those guys at my UP and 30. I mean, they're just like our brothers. I mean, I got a lot of respect. They got a lot of equipment. They got a lot of money involved in it, and I want them to have a good broadcast. So, most of all, stay healthy. You got, like you said, you got 3 left. You really got to just get out there, play good football, and see, throw them out there and see what you got. But you're right, you got 3 left. You really, I mean, whether you win or lose Friday night, the most important thing is just to stay healthy, is it not?
Yes, sir, and that's the number one goal, and get ready and hopefully make a good run, and just we can control, and that's it, and we just got to keep our foot on the gas, and keep moving forward.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck Friday night, the Battle of the Borough. I'd love to be there, but I'll be down at Stewart's Creek, and I'll be thinking about you, and we will be over at your house next week because, it doesn't get any easier, Will. You got Warren County, and I might have you on TV, and you might get your brains beat out next week because you got a lot of preparing to do, and I can't wait to see that quarterback next week, and you're going to have to stop him, and we'll talk about that next week. But good luck Friday, and we'll talk to you then.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Stuart.
See you, bye.